All right, so last week we talked about how to create work-life balance and some shifts in the way you look at the work-life balance problem, and a few ways that you can change your perspective of how you look at balancing work versus life, and instead moving towards creating the feeling of synergy between your work and your life. So instead of them pulling one from the other, they can coexist in a way where they're mutually beneficial and support each other. And today I wanted to talk to you about another key idea that can create a radical shift in your improving your work-life balance. And what I'm doing in these videos is I want to give you the small tweaks that are going to give you the biggest return on investment, because there's lots of different things that we can talk about, and so many books and resources and things out there. We're really drowning in information these days, and so it becomes even more important to identify what are the 80-20 rule, that 80% of the results comes from 20% of your efforts. And so identifying what are those 20% tweaks that will give you 80% of the results that you're looking for. So one of the things that I want to share with you today is a shift from in talking about like how your energy affects your productivity, and how your energy affects your work life, how you go about creating work-life balance. So there's two primary ways of going about your daily routine, going about your work each week, each month. And depending on which mode you are in, it can really impact your productivity, your level of engagement, how either excited or drained you feel at the end of each day. So the two different ways that you can go about it, the two different types of energy that you can embody in your work and in your personal life that can really affect your work-life balance. The first one is the energy of fear, the energy of having the perspective of trying to avoid situations or avoid bad things from happening. And this can show up in a lot of different ways. For me, in my career, I worked with a lot of engineers who were, or people in the corporate world for that matter, who were afraid of losing their jobs. People who were always nervous about when is the next round of layoffs going to happen, or people who were fearful about what the next month or the next year was going to bring. And so they did things in a way to create safety and stability, predictability. And when things changed, it became very unsettling for them. These kinds of people will often think about the future and worry about what's going to happen. What if this happens? What if that happens? And it can really be a drain on your energy to always thinking about the things that can go wrong, what might potentially happen that you're not prepared for. So this is the mindset of fear. Other people might look at all of the things that are on their plate and become overwhelmed, and looking at the entire scope of everything, it's too much for them to handle, and so they become paralyzed or just nervous. Or maybe they go into it and they get stuff done, but they do it from a sense of feeling a lot of pressure, like I have to do these things, and blah, 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 blah. And so they'll dive into it and force themselves to get all this stuff done, but it leaves them at the end of the day feeling drained and exhausted, and like they only scratch the surface in terms of what all the things that they need to do. And so they're always looking at how much more of the mountain there is left to climb. And it can drain your energy looking at it from that perspective. That might not seem like fear-based because you're getting stuff done, but if you look at the energy behind it, it's a fear-based energy that's putting the pressure on yourself to have to get these things done. The other energy that you can embody as you're going about your day is an energy of excitement and possibility. So this is when you are looking at things in terms of what could go right. What are the opportunities that I have today to make the biggest difference? It's the energy of thinking about how you can show up in the most powerful and effective way, and trusting that things are going to unfold the way that they should. So it doesn't mean that you let go of all the things that you have to do, or the priorities or the objectives. You still have all those, but you kind of detach yourself from the outcome. So instead of needing, you're doing all these things, and in the fear-based perspective, you're doing them because you have to get this result, you have to make this outcome happen or occur. In the excitement and possibility energy, you're going at it from a sense of excitement and possibility, of like wanting to be a passion and a desire to be on this path and to be working to create this thing, and enjoying the process of going through it regardless of what the outcome is. When we attach ourselves too much to the outcome, it becomes a lot of pressure. It feels like a lot of pressure for us, because we're always focused on that future moment in time, and it takes us away from enjoying the present moment of what we're actually doing. So it's kind of counterintuitive in a way, because a lot of people who are successful and very motivated and driven, they're very goal oriented, and they want to make these things happen. The danger is in getting too attached to that outcome. You become personally invested in something happening that a lot of times involves things that are not in your control. So you may work really hard to get that next promotion, or to have that next win in your business, and you might do everything right on your end, and at the same time, things in the environment or other people's actions or decisions might mean that something else happens, and it might not go the way you expected. And so when we become too attached to those outcomes, it prevents us from fully engaging in the process and showing up in our most powerful way. So the gist of this is that if you want to improve your work-life balance, look at what kind of energy are you bringing to your work and to your personal life. Is it that energy of fear, of feeling pressure, and you have to do these things or else? Or is it the energy of excitement and possibility, of letting go of the outcome that has to happen, and going into it from a position of joy and passion and creativity, and allowing yourself to enjoy the journey instead of pushing yourself to achieve this specific goal or outcome? So I hope this is helpful for you. I don't want this video to go too long, so I'll keep it short. But think about what kind of energy you're bringing to each of those situations, because if you're showing up with a fear-based energy to your work and your personal life, it's going to cause a lot of stress, a lot of frustration. It's going to limit your creativity, and really prevent you from seeing the full range of options and possibilities. And when you shift over, I've experienced this myself, when I let go of that pressure and I come at it from an angle of fun and possibility and excitement, then it opens up my eyes to new opportunities that I didn't see before, and I'm able to engage in a much more powerful way, inspire people more effectively with my message and my ideas, and really just enjoy the entire process of it all a lot more. Because what fun is it going through life if you get so many things done and achieve all these goals, but you were stressed out and frustrated the entire time? I don't know about you, but that's not how I want to achieve success. I want to actually enjoy the process of getting there. So let me know if this is helpful, and if you want to talk about it some more, I'd be happy to jump on a call with you to discuss how you can apply these ideas into your life and to improve your work-life balance, have more time for you, while you are achieving your goals and enjoying the entire process. All right, have a great day. Have a great day, guys. See you soon.